Tonight again we're doing fondue. It'll be something a little different. I'm gonna start out with a clove of garlic. I just cut the clove of garlic in half, and you're gonna rub the whole inside of the pan with the garlic clove. We're gonna go with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in there. This is the Julia Child's recipe. 1 for the dish and 1 for me. 2 cups. It's just any dry white wine, so you could use a Chardonnay, you could use whatever's your favorite. In with that, I'm also gonna put some Kirsch. Kirsch is actually a cherry liqueur. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of that. Okay, they're heavy tablespoons. It's fine. You don't want it to boil. You just want it to just get nice and warm in there. If it does boil, it's not a big deal. Just turn back the heat and then let it cool down a little bit. And tonight I use the Black Label Emmental. It's a Swiss cheese. And then I also use the Gruyere cheese tonight. But what I used was the Grand Cru Gruyere shredded, so it's that much easier. It's pre-shredded. And you want to add it pretty slow, but you can kind of keep going and just whisk it in as you're going. And it's going to melt pretty fast because that wine and the Kirsch and the lemon juice in there is nice and warm. And then actually this is the Black Label Swiss here again, the Emmental. And you can use your favorite Swiss. If you like Jarlsberg better, you can use Jarlsberg. You can use anything. And I just sent it right through the food processor a little earlier. Just a nice coarse grade again on that. So I'm going to mix that in here a little bit at a time. And as it melts more and more, you want to turn the temperature down so that way it doesn't stick to the bottom and burn. What we're going to do at this point is just add a little flour. About 2 tablespoons, but if you need a little more, you can add a little more. It's not exactly 2 tablespoons there. And you're just going to whisk it until it thickens up. It's like a sauce, like a gravy. And if you find towards the end that your fondue's too thick, because maybe the cheese was a little too thick, you can add a little bit more wine to it, if you like. You could also add a little more water to it. If it's too thin, actually, just add a little bit more flour to it, and that'll take care of it. So, and I'll just show you what this bread looks like, too. I usually cut it down the middle when I'm doing fondue, and then cut it down the middle again. Make nice big chunks so people can either grab onto them or use a fondue fork. So that's all it takes. You know, this in this basket is actually 2 loaves. So imagine, you know, how much bread you get out of 2 loaves there. If you look now, that's the texture of it. It's kind of like a gravy. It's a little bit of a thicker gravy. At this point, I'm going to turn the temperature down to low there. I'm going to add a little nutmeg. You can add nutmeg or paprika to it. A little bit of black pepper there. And just stir that in. So it's got a nice texture to it. It's nice and stringy for dipping. And that's it. Nice and easy.